wa Kenya, karibu zaidi. About a year ago, I was just in America here, minding my business, okay? If something happens in Nigeria, I get angry and I talk about it. I did not have another African country to, make the comparison or to talk about, okay? Until the Gen Z protest of the finance bill happened last year, about a year ago. That changed everything for me, okay? Because I was seeing what is happening in an African country with Africans that is not happening in my country. What is happening in an African country that does not even have the resources, does not have the population that we have. Because as a Nigerian, I'm not going to lie to you, we have been living in this darkness, maybe an illusion of we are this, we are that, we are everything, and nothing like that happens in other countries. But what I saw in Kenya kind of changed everything for me. I started making these videos to talk about what's happening. And then you can go through my video catalog and see what I've done about these things. You understand? As a Nigerian, I will insist that there's something that Kenyans do that I have never seen. We are capable of doing it. We are a great country, Nigeria. We are great people. You understand? But there are certain things that is holding us back from doing something. Fear, you understand? Fear that is introduced by religion and some cultural practices that has prevented us from being ourselves, including education. These people were taught, Kenyans were taught all of these things. Okay? So, today I want to talk about Freemasons, the Freemasons in Kenya. Because what happened recently will never, I repeat, will never, ever happen in Nigeria. What happened in Kenya? The Kenyan, is it the Revenue Authority or something like that, went and closed down, shut down the Freemason debt for owing them for land dues like that, owing the city of Nairobi, owing them 19 million shillings. That's about 232 million naira. You understand? This will never happen in Nigeria. Listen, the purpose of my video today is the boldness, like the lack of fear. The lack of fear. In Nigeria, that will never happen to like an organization like the Freemasons. It will never happen to a church. But Kenyans are able to put all of those things, nonsense aside and go after them. That boldness is there. The Freemasons, like other, we have them in Nigeria. Like we have the Freemasons, we have Rosicrucian Order, which is Amok. We have other ones, and then we even have locally grown, they call it Ogboni. Those ones, look, if you are mad, if you are crazy, go and mess with them. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything what they do. I don't know whether they are secret society. I don't know. All I know is that people fear them. People fear them in Nigeria. And their mere existence. I remember as a kid when I used to walk past the Rosicrucian temple on my way to school. It's either I run fast or I take another route. And I've never passed that place when it's dark because there's some mystery that people build in your head. I don't know about it. Kenyans are not scared. Listen, in Nigeria, I don't know, they may owe them, they may not owe, but the point I'm trying to make is that if it was in Nigeria, maybe the Freemasons or the other secret society owes the local government or the state government money for land or something like that. Nigerians will go behind and say, please give us some time, come and pay your money, please come on, pay your money so that we don't go on the press, so that we don't talk about it, so that we just do it quietly. Please, you are owing us this. Kenyans don't play. They just go over there and lock the place. And lock the damn place. And lock the damn place. What happened? After they locked the place, their grandmaster came from all the way from Scotland. He came and said, we are not a secret society. We build schools here in this country. We do water here. We do all of this here. We are not a secret society. They're asking him, are you owing? He said, oh, the matter is in court that we're exempt from all of this. No, these people want their money. These people want their money. The purpose of this video is that, look at me. I started doing this video about Kenya about a year ago, okay? In that time, within last year and now, with a year's time, my life has changed. Why? Because as a Nigerian, you are raised a certain way. You are raised to see something. So I had that Nigerian mentality in me. I didn't know. Listen, over the years, over that 1 year, I have been able to build up some courage to say no to other family members, relationship, people I'm in relationship with. I'm able to say no. I've been able to say no to things that don't work in my life, things that don't bring me any result, any joy. I've been able to do because I've seen these Kenyan people do this. And so that I'm like, why didn't I, if I had discovered Kenya like 5 years ago, my life would be different. Like, my life would be totally different. But I'm not complaining. I've seen the changes in my life, the boldness I've developed in 1 year. I am somebody who is, I'm a very tough person. Tough in the sense that it's hard for me to change my mind about something. It's hard for me to change my mind about a person, about a situation, or about something. Why am I sweating? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me clean this sweat. It is hard for me to change my mind about certain things because maybe the way I grew up, you know, I had to work hard to get something, you know, work hard to get any. Nothing was ever handed to me. Whatever I am, whatever I have, whoever I am, wherever I've been to in my life, nothing was ever easy for me. I had to work hard, struggle to get that thing or struggle to achieve that thing. So I've always held on to all of these things like this. You understand? So the kind of person I am is that I don't change my mind easily. But when these Kenyans studying Kenyans and seeing what they are doing in their country, you understand? I'm like, I'm a changed man. It has given me some confidence to say no to some people in my life, no to some lifestyle that I was used to, you know, all of those things like that. I've always, okay, I'll confess, I go out with my friends every now and then, and I've always had a desire that, okay, man, I'm not going to drink today. I don't feel like drinking. I just wanted to stay some time, you know. That's self-discipline. So, but when I go out, I will end up drinking. I will end up doing all of those things. But over the past 1 year, I've been able to develop that thing, that confidence to say no. Okay? That confidence to say no. And I've also developed that confidence to talk about my country when they are not doing right. When Nigerians refuse to speak up against oppressive government, against oppressive government policies, I talk about that. I get that boldness to talk about it. You understand? A lot of Nigerians make videos. Nigerians who live in Nigeria, and some Nigerians who live even in Kenya, or they live abroad, they may come up and do this video about something. You understand? But they don't go to the root of what is happening. For me, like I've said, I grew up at a time in Nigeria when everything worked well. You understand? It's not like that anymore. It's struggle here, struggle there. So I talk about it. And for the past 1 year, I have seen an African country. I'm not talking about America here where I am, or Europe, or Australia. An African country that is influencing its neighbors, that is doing right. I'm not saying Kenya is perfect, but I'm saying that if you put Kenya against other countries, you will see that Kenya is a step above because of the knowledge of the citizens, about the citizens wanting better, wanting more, the citizens not being satisfied with what they have. In Nigeria, we sit down, we have been comfortable where we are. When it gets too hard, we now pray to God. There are a lot of Christians in Kenya, for God's sake. There are a lot of Muslims in Kenya, for God's sake. Okay? But they do the things that they have to do. They don't sit down. Take it to God in prayer. God is going to... Listen, man. Listen. As humans, we have our own responsibility. You can't just say that, God put you in this world for you to sit down and enjoy. If something happens for you, instead of you taking action, you rather pray. That's why there are so many churches in Nigeria. So that we have been brainwashed to suspend our ability to think, our ability to resolve things, our ability to solve problems. Religion has manipulated our brains to the extent that somebody can wake up or can lose his job today. Instead of him to wake up tomorrow to go and look for another job, they would rather go to church and pray for the... It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. What am I saying? In the past 1 year, so many aspects of my life have changed. Okay? Why? Because I've seen people in an African country, Kenya, and I've been blessed enough to travel there to see the people. Although I didn't spend a long time, maybe I spent about 5 days there, but to see how these people are. What is the big deal about Kenya? I went there and saw that they are just like Africans, like the rest of us. Okay, the only difference is that when the government is not living up to the expectation, they protest, they speak about it, they demand more, including the politicians. In Nigeria, there is nothing like opposition. We don't have opposition. We don't have politicians. We elected politicians to go there and represent us. In Nigeria, because we have a lot of resources, when these politicians go there, all they do is fight, share money. No. I've never seen, it's only in Nigeria that the government or this community needs road or this state needs road. They will now take money and give to a representative to go and do it. No, that's not your job. Your job as a representative, you're supposed to table the problems of your community to the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly will approve that money, will debate, and then approve that money to be handled by Ministry of Works or Ministry of Finance. We don't do that in Nigeria. That's why all of them always fight to get to that position, because they know there is no accountability. Whether they sit down there for 4 or 5 years and eat all the money, there is no accountability. Okay? Let's say for me now, I decide to go into politics in Nigeria. In 4 years, I will be a billionaire. Okay? They don't do anything. Imagine Kenyan politicians going there, making fortunes, and citizens keep quiet. I don't think Kenyans will put up with that nonsense. Okay? So, when I do these things, I see things happening in an African country that so many people have looked down upon, or they've not had the opportunity to see how they are, or how they, we are not the giant. We are not the giant. I'm sorry to, to pour water on your thing. You are not the giant of anything. We are giant in population. Okay? We are giant in population, but until the day we begin to question atrocities of our government, I will talk about it. Until the day we begin to question the excesses of religious leaders in Nigeria, until the day we begin to challenge traditions, stupid traditions that has not moved us an inch in how many years since independence? We have been stuck. We are there. Guys, I just came to talk about Kenyans, Wakenya, Wakenya. I talk about you guys because the obsession is that, because this is what I do. Almost all my subscribers are Kenyans, okay? And I appreciate that. I've gotten a lot of encouragement, words of encouragement, a lot of subscribers and stuff like that. My videos have been shared in so many places. People talk about it. That's fine. But the point is, I don't want you to lose that, the purpose of why I'm doing this. I'm not doing it because I want views. No. I work all day. I work like 70 hours a week. So I'm not like somebody sitting down trying to make videos for views. No. I do appreciate the views, but I'm saying these things that I have seen something in Kenya. Like I said, if I have made Kenya, like I've started doing this thing with Kenya about 5 years ago, my life would be somewhere. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to apply to one of the universities in Kenya for a leadership course, something. I know I have to get something in my brain. I have to get extra knowledge in my brain. Just all of these things is not enough. I need extra. So I'm in the process of trying to get admission into what I can do online, leadership. Because I can't just be sitting here talking about these things. Then I have to get the same knowledge that these people have so that I can build up my confidence to challenge Nigerian government in every capacity I can. All right, guys, I gotta go. This video is too long. I gotta go. Like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comments. I will talk about it, and a lot of you also talk to each other. So leave a comment, and all the best. I'm hot, man. Look at this. All right, guys, later.